Have you ever wondered, is taking a small turn on this one? I'm back to where it all started, Gorman Brothers Lumber in West Kelowna. And in that first episode, I went from log to board, and these guys make the best boards in the world. And I wanted to go a little bit deeper. I wanted to understand how they pick their trees. And so we're going from tree to mill on this episode.
Hi, my name's Matt Scott. I'm a planting forester here at Gorman Brothers, and I do all the work before we go and log. My grandfather actually started the mill almost 75 years ago, so family business, and glad to be working here. The whole process can be done within a year, but typically it's 1 or 2 years of planning before they get out there to do any logging, before any machines are on site. So we're here in West Kelowna. We're going to be heading down the lake, past Summerland, and up to this block here, B9086.
Hi, I'm Jason Newmeyer. I'm a harvesting supervisor with Gorman's. So today we are visiting one of our logging crews in DB Martin Logging. They are using a harvester forwarder system of logging. What that means is that there's one machine that's cutting the tree down. He's cutting it into lengths in the bush. And then another machine comes in, picks those up, brings them to the roadside or the landing, where they're loaded onto logging trucks to be hauled to the mill.
Darren.
Darren, I'm Bruce.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Come right over this way. He's gonna.
You got it.
And he won't hit nobody. My name's Bruce Martin. I work for DB Logging. We work for Gorman's, and we do select logging for Gorman's. I run the loader. Okay. It's a 2154 John Deere. My day starts about 10 to 3. I start loading. The trucks have a long way to go, so we can't. Would be nice to start at 6, but we can't. But we start at that early, and then Tom and the processor operator, she's there about 3:34, and the harvester starts about daylight, so 4:30, just about 5 now. Right now we're usually finished about 1. Depends on, like today we'll be able to work till 1 o'clock. Sometimes we're 11 o'clock, depends on the temperature.
How long have you been in logging?
This year be 53 years. We got my granddaughter out here now. She enjoys it. She's 19, taking forestry, and she's out here at 3 o'clock in the morning ready to go. That's her on the hoe we hear right now.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Annalise, nice to meet you.
Ask her if she gets hell. Does Grandpa give her?
What do you think?
Never.
He looks pretty happy to me.
Oh yeah.
And so what made you get into this industry here?
Well, I grew up behind the seats in all the machines. I grew up learning how to run them. I saw how happy it made my dad working. And so then I started working for him a couple years ago, and I absolutely loved it. Love being outside, so figured this would be the perfect job. But I love logging, I love running the machines.
She loaded logging trucks, run the processor, build road, file brush. The only thing she wants to run the harvester, but her dad won't let her in there.
Nope.
Okay, come on.
We're doing it.
This is the cab. You can pull that door closed, and see that button on that, the great big button?
I don't really got anything for you there.
Don't hit your bum on that, you'll go at the back.
Roger that.
Okay.
Do not hit this.
Each lever does 2 things. Up, or 4 things I should say. Up and down, opposites, right? Tilt, tilt. Okay? This lever rotates left, whoa, rotates right, and then this one lifts. This is called the stick. The long one's the stick. This guy here's the boom. And then this just tilts the head. You got to get your hands all working at the same time and rotate. You're sorting through. You got to get your wood when it's on the truck. Okay, this is pretty cool. This is a nice little deck. We're gonna leave that one there. Say if I didn't want that one, I just kind of wiggle it a little bit, pick it up, and then I can slide it this way, lay it into place. Okay, you see that's got a bit of a bend?
I do.
Well, when they cut a peeler, they go at 8 foot lengths, and if it's 8 foot straight, they'd cut that 8 foot and still be able to peel it. Well, these ones, either 10 or 13 didn't make it. So then they get culled and they get cut into this. The harvester will do that in the bush. The harvester, he's the main guy. He cuts it and processes it in the bush.
Donovan's one of our better contractor, better quality producers.
Another family affair. So you are the son of Bruce. What secrets can we tell about Bruce?
Oh, he's the hardest worker you're probably ever going to see.
All right, Donovan, what's behind you?
This is our Tiger Cat harvester. This machine's responsible for all the falling and the processing. It'll cut the tree and then limb it right at the stump. So this is the harvester head. This will actually stand up and grab the tree. It's got a butt saw and a top saw. So the butt saw will follow the tree. As the tree goes down, then the rollers will shoot the log through the head and take all the limbs off. And then it'll measure the length. And then you get a nice log for the mill.
I think we better go down and watch him before he gets finished. Hey, the harvester's the main thing on these settings. He's the guy who cuts the trees, determines which trees are going to be cut, how it's done, which area they come in, and he cuts the trails for the forward. The processor will do this too, but this one handles the bigger logs better. If he doesn't do that, he can get a ladder check in. So he's not going to drag that through, but he'll go around the other side when he gets done. If you watch him there, he's going to do it right now.
Jason, what do you think?
It's going really well. It was good to see Donovan working around the little low wet area there. And it was good. The forwarder. Okay. So you saw him unloading over there. He's now empty, going back to get another load. So when I visit a site, I'm looking to make sure that they are following our prescription for the site, for the block, but also making sure that they're following a number of other regulations and rules. Our environmental management system, which is a bit above government regulation and rules. That they're following their safety policy, they're following the safety procedures for us, that they're, this time of year, it's dry, it's summer, so we're in fire risk, so that they're following the fire danger requirements, that they have all the fire tools and requirements that they need if there was a fire to start. I also check to make sure that they're logging for what we want. I do log quality, checking the lengths and the quality of the logs that are produced from the trees that they're cutting down.
So where we have the truck is being loaded, the trees have been felled, cut to length, and brought by the roadside, and now the loader is putting them onto the truck to take to the mill.
We're taking the logs to the mill, wrap it up so they don't fall off on the road.
Fair enough.
We have a timber mark. All these areas have their own mark, and the government requires us to stamp the load. Okay. I'm going to go down there, hanging right on the side.
You're doing this to just identify the origin of the tree?
Yeah, for the area.
Okay.
So this area has this number on it. And then from there they know where it came from.
What do you think we are at weight here?
For weight?
Yeah.
My gross weight is 63,500 kgs, so that's what we're at right now.
Wow.
On the Liddell, 14 down.
All right, so what's the process when you hit the mill?
We pull into the mill, we'll go onto the scale there, and they're going to weigh the truck and the load together. Once that happens, we'll pull off, and we go to a D-wrap station, they call it. Underneath there, they got these arms that come down, rest against the load, and I'm safe to pull my wrappers off. So if I pull the log over with my wrappers, it would hit these arms and then deflect off behind me, wouldn't hit me. After I get all my wrappers off, I'll pull into the yard where they want me, and they'll unload the load. And then once I'm unloaded, I pull back around to another safe spot where I can fold all my stakes down and get ready to load the trailer back onto the truck. That's how it is when I'm empty. So then I'll come way out and then down to the trailer hoist, where I'll lift my trailer up, back under it, and set it onto the truck.
All right, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be a video. I can't thank Jason and Matt enough for all the time they gave me this morning. All the folks at Gorman for trusting me to even make these videos. It was a true pleasure to be back here.
So once the loggers are done logging, we do need to make sure that we're reducing our fuel hazard. So debris, branches, tops of trees need to be taken care of so they don't create a higher hazard for fuel. And then we also need to prepare the ground for planting. Before we log, we go in there and we assess what types of trees to plant. We grow those in a nursery, and then in the springtime we'll head out there and a planting crew will go and actually plant the trees on the ground. Once those are in, we will survey them to make sure that they're growing and make sure that they're growing healthy and that what's coming back is important. Sometimes that involves a little bit of stand tending afterwards, and maybe some brushing to let the trees get established and grow. And if some trees don't survive, there's a drought year, we might need to replant it again, but we'll ensure that that forest is growing and healthy. And then we're also going to look at the roads that were constructed to harvest and make sure that those are deactivated in a way that will ensure that they won't cause erosion problems if there's crossings and that sort of thing, and make sure that we're leaving the site so that it's growing in a healthy forest for the future.
If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. It would mean a ton. And hopefully, I'll see you on the next one.